Yes, sir. All right, what's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Run Those Games podcast. This is the live podcast over here at twitch.tv/Woozilla36. Everybody's link and channel description, or link and channel, will be in the description box below. You feel what I'm saying? Now, let me go ahead and fix this real quick. Let me go ahead and mute that. Now, let's go ahead and go around the horn. We got one of the OGs has finally decided to come back and grace us with his presence. You might know him as Officer 6. You might even know him as Mr. Wilder himself.
Man,
Hey,
I ain't
dog.
Officer 6 no more, man. I quit.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
I just want to say I'm back for now. That's it.
Alright, next up, my man has a huge affinity for a man who is 7 foot who can shoot from any range on the damn court. He also has the Supreme Rage for 2K, seeing as how he's 7 foot but can't dunk. Rainbow Gamer, everybody, introduce yourself.
2K. If I get 30 seconds on this podcast, I'm gonna roast the shit out y'all motherfuckers. Just let y'all know. Hi guys, how y'all doing?
Yep, you're not gonna
We
get
got
30
new
seconds.
emote sub badges up. Stream maybe later tonight. Biggie lit. Night.
Alright. And my next co-host is one of the OGs of this podcast thing with your boy. My man has decided he wants to be a producer as well as a graphic designer. He's actually really good at both of them joints. If he actually applied himself, he could actually get a lot more further in this thing. We're going to wait and see how that plays out. My boy Biggie. Go ahead, folks.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I give my own way, but hello. Welcome.
Morning, morning.
Good morning.
I hate y'all.
Good morning.
All right, and everybody's links to their respective channels and whatnot will be in the description box below. I'm actually probably going to add their Twitters and whatnot, though you can follow them on there too as well. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and support the fam because yeah, we be out here, goddamn, we be out here. Now, let's go ahead and jump on into this. Now, y'all are watching an old 2K stream that I did probably like last week. That's still playing right now. We're gonna switch it with actual gaming news, things like that as well. Now, let's go ahead and jump on into this thing. I know we're supposed to talk about Cyberpunk and Ghost of Tsushima and things of that sort, but I'm noticing a trend already that I feel we need to talk about first and foremost. Have y'all noticed that almost every game has been pushed back, delayed, this whole thing since like 2015 has been some mid, and I hate to like admit it, but it's been some mid lately.
Yup. Hey, woo. I remember I was talking about it. I was like, this was the only thing that worried me about like people talking about they were going to get a PS5 and they talking about these exclusives. The way these exclusives are starting to come out, this shit's about to be mid for the first year.
Hey man, you Charlie, yo man, listen.
Nah, shut up. You play last of. You played in the mid of us, dog. Mid of us too.
Bruh, you can't criticize a game you ain't played, man.
Thanks, brother. By the way, I seen it in the chat.
Man, a lot of these games coming out seeming a little, not even a little, very mid. That's supposed to be that people have been waiting for and hyped about.
Ain't that usually how it work though? That first like 6 to 9 months of a new generation.
Nah,
Games
but
be straight
like,
dookie, straight
nah,
dookie juice.
some of these games, like we were talking about, were supposed to come out earlier, but they got pushed back.
Yeah, I remember Thief.
Y'all niggas remember Killzone?
Oh God.
But
I remember Thief though.
Hey, we ain't gonna talk about that trash of a game. That
I was about to say,
game,
we don't talk about that one.
That game
one
was-
don't exist.
bro. I'm not a game developer by any means, but I could have developed a fucking routing system better than that game.
No.
That game was ass, and they tried to give it away for free like 2 years ago. Like motherfuckers gonna play it. You know, we ain't gonna talk about that. But straight up though, like, have y'all know like that's like the thing? I think the only good game that has actually got decent reviews or some of that or sort of is Final Fantasy. That's like the only one that's actually been like, I'm not gonna say fully worth the wait entirely, but like it wasn't a complete letdown. You feel me?
I was gonna say that's the only one I've really heard positive reviews about.
It hurts because as a Kingdom Hearts fan, it was mid. It was definitely mid.
That shit wasn't mid, man. That shit was some wedgie, man.
Yeah. I can't fix my lips to say I can't do it.
We just gonna call it mid, man.
Yeah,
gonna call
my lips won't allow me to do it. But like seriously, like them game, like The Last of Us 2, I've heard good and bad. I have. It's hard for me to. I haven't heard anything about the game being that middle of the road, where it's like, it's cool. I've heard either you love it and this is like the best thing since sliced bread, or this game is like just not it.
I've only heard the negatives, but then I don't know. I might not be looking for the positives. That could also be
The gameplay of that game is really good. Really good.
That was the only thing I heard positive, was gameplay was good.
But the story, dog, I'm not even finished with it. But
What game we talking about?
Last of
Last
Us.
of Us 2.
Man, I'm not gonna get into that game yet.
That story, man. Nah, man. It ain't it.
As well as continuing on with this conversation.
Are we discussing The Last of Us 2 real quick? I
Yeah,
just want to say something.
Just a little bit. No spoilers for those who haven't beat the game. If you can keep it spoiler free, do so, please and thank you.
Not even that. So I keep seeing people on Twitter talking about Abby because apparently, a female character shouldn't be that buff.
Dear
We
God.
hate her. I don't even care. I hate Abby because her character is trash. Period.
Yo, her story is ass.
Her character is trash. The way we met her, trash. Everything
The way
about
she
her
walked.
was trash.
The way she walk, whack. The way she talk, whack. Me, I'm tight as fuck.
I mean, the part that kills me about all that, right, is not even like the whole Abby and Ellie, that whole shindig. Is how weird these people are on the internet about this. Like, have y'all seen some of the wild shit these dudes are doing?
Yeah, there's
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nah, we ain't with that.
Bro, to voice actors, my G. Like, what?
niggas weird.
Y'all, like, that's next level. Bless you. That's like, get your shit together. That's 3. That's like next level weirdo, bro. That is. That's next level weirdo shit, dog. To voice actors? Voice actors.
I'm
Like,
sorry.
Send death threats to anybody. Send death threats to anybody's bad enough. But, dog.
You sending death threats over a video game.
Exactly.
You sending death threats over fictional characters.
This person says hi and says hi in the voice of this character. Not even playing this character on some like acting type stuff. Just is using their voice. You a next level weirdo.
Yep.
But yeah, I've heard just in the middle of the road when it comes to The Last of Us 2. I never had any interest in playing the game. I'm just sheerly speaking off what I've seen based off gameplay and walkthroughs and things of that sort. I like the first story. The first story was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of the people who actually said, I think this is on record too, but I've actually said I felt like the second one wasn't warranted. Like, I felt like the first one was good because it was like,
It was like a good ending.
yeah, like not every story has a happy ending. I like that idea. Not even that idea. I like that reality. That not every story has a happy ending to it. Like, some of it is like you have to make a selfish decision based off your emotions type stuff. Like, I like that. But now they're like, nah, we seen how much bread they made off the first one. And granted, they made bread. We ain't gonna act like they didn't make bread. But
Definitely did.
you kind of see what happens when you try to hash off of like the title. Because I doubt there's gonna be a third one after this. I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Most likely not. It has to be really good if they do a third one.
I wish they would have just killed Joel in the first one. I really just wish they would have, because bringing Joel back into the second one. Sorry, spoiler alert, but if you ain't seen it already, if you don't know,
Spoiler alert.
this nigga Joel gets the Chris Brown treatment in the second one. What was the fucking purpose of bringing him back for the fucking second one? Kill his bitch ass in the first one.
Hey! Don't call Joel no bitch, man.
Kill his bitch ass in the first one. And
I mean,
then-
I see what he's saying because most of the second one was nothing but flashbacks anyway, so
Yeah, like kill
he could have
him
been died.
kill him in the first one, and then just do
The
a
flashback.
completely different directed story with the second one, with a completely different motive. Now you got us pretty much searching for the bitch that killed Joel in the second one as your storyline? What? Man, get this trash shit out.
That story is trash.
All right, so I'm gonna have to like make sure to. I'm gonna have to make sure like to like input. I'm not even put. I said spoiler alert pretty damn loudly. So yeah.
I didn't spoil nothing other than the first 20 minutes.
I mean, honestly, I knew what happened because I watched a video game Donkey, like, you know how he does like satire type videos or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to put 2 and 2 together, as well as I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know too much about this game in the slightest, but I do know about storytelling. All fingers pointed as he was about to get the old Yeller treatment. I'm sorry, but we gonna keep it moving.
With a fucking golf club.
With a 9-iron.
Nigga said 4.
Now, the reason why I brought all this up is because a game that I ain't gonna hold you, I was looking forward to, most definitely. Actually, I'm still looking forward to it. I'm just very skeptical considering it's got pushed back again. Cyberpunk, what is it? I think it's 2077.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog, I'm looking forward to this game only because made by CD Projekt Red, who made The Witcher. Granted, I have not played The Witcher 3. I had intentions to, but the combat is like the one thing that kind of like shied me away from a little bit because I have a thing with like repetitiveness a little bit in combat, if it makes sense, you feel me? That's what kind of shied me away from it. The lore and the story and the world and everything about the game was great because I could watch walkthroughs about it to this day and be entertained. Like, great game, great storytelling, all that. That's why I want to play this one. Not to mention the customization, things of that sort. But this game was supposed to come out, I think, September. Yeah, it was September. Got pushed back again. Granted, they released a gameplay trailer and all type of other stuff. That's what y'all are watching right now in this little bottom panel right here, or in this little bottom box. I'm still interested and I still want to play it, but I'm really, really, really skeptical about this game now. Only because I think it got pushed back to like second or third quarter, like sometime early next year.
It got pushed back
next year. It's not. I'm not putting it on. I'm not putting it on them, bro. I'm putting it on the new consoles, dog. This game was bro. It's the new consoles because this game had to already have dropped. This game was already supposed to be out. Then they pushed it back. I don't see no reason that it's on CD Projekt Red that this game is not out. It
got pushed back to November
of this year?
Yeah.
They're doing it to match the console release. The consoles are coming out in fucking November. There it is. Now we know, everybody. The consoles is coming out in November. There's no fucking reason.
Rambo hit us with the cat's out the bag.
Man. Oops, nigga, you spilled the fucking milk. Now we know, nigga. The shit is coming out in November. Everybody make sure you got enough money by November to have a fucking PS5 and Xbox.
Hey, we got
just say you releasing the game with the new console. That's all you have to say. Don't tell us you pushing it back. We're sorry about. You're putting the game out with the fucking console. It's gonna be the console release game. Just say that shit.
I'm just nervous only because, like, for one, like I said, mid releases horrifying me because I don't want this game to be that because the ability to have choices and your choices affect the world, dog. I want that. I want to know if I go full-fledged fuck it, the world goes full-fledged fuck it with me. Mm-hmm. You feel me? If I go, peaceful route, know what I'm saying? There's consequences, repercussions for every choice that I make. What I don't want, and we've had this conversation before, is this whole idea of trying to release this game, like what Rambo said, like with these consoles and whatnot, and the game is too big for, like, it's too ambitious for these consoles, for one. And two, I don't want the devs to be crunching. Like, I could wait. I got patience. I'd much rather be in a position of like, hey, it's coming, but we're gonna have to wait a little bit, or it's gonna come on PC or whatever first because the consoles aren't ready. We have to, re-optimize it type thing. That'd be my preference. Mm-hmm. Granted, not realistic because they got to make that money, but that's just me personally. But what you think, Biggie? This is actually gonna lie. Like the gameplay, this is what. Hold on, what's this alpha?
No, I say the gameplay looks good, but I kind of agree with like what TBH said. This doesn't Like none of this makes me feel like I have to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
It looks cool, but there's nothing here that's like, shut up and take my money. That's my only thing with it.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. I'm not gonna lie though. From what they did show, it looks good though. That's the one thing
I'm
I
about
would
to
say.
that'd be my positive is that it looks good.
Like I definitely want to play it.
To be honest, it looking good ain't enough to get me to buy this game when the console come out. To be honest, when the new console drop, this game is not gonna be the game I pick up. It's not. Obviously, I'm buying 2K, but what other I'm gonna look at other titles before I pick up this game because I feel like this game it needs work, and I'm not too sure if it's gonna work on the new consoles day one.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna be the day one test dummy for this one, and I definitely see what you're saying though, because my whole my whole thought process is by what they're explaining and how this game was, delivered to us and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Highly ambitious, which is good because that's pushing the gaming culture and just gaming as a whole forward, right?
Yeah.
But there's always something that comes with that. I mean, we got countless of ambitious type games or whatever that just couldn't deliver because they didn't have the time to do what they wanted to do, as well as the consoles that they wanted to put them out on couldn't run it. And when they did put it out on PC, which could run whatever the hell we want to, right? They tried to do that whole console parity thing, so then we have to get modders or whatnot to give us a full experience that we're supposed to get day one type thing. Watch Dogs. But y'all see what I'm saying? Like that's like the only thing that kind of has me wary about this is like just the execution of it, because I want this game to be good. I do. Because I want this game to be so good like at what it did as far as like the open world and choices and things of that sort that no other game within like the next couple years of this generation can compete. Because then that would make every game kind of try to find a lane to stay in. That way we don't have a bunch of open world games. But that's just me forward thinking. But
we also know that companies when they see a game do super successful with open world or with whatever, all of a sudden every company need to have a game like that.
Oh, dear God. These are facts. These are definitely
battle
facts.
royales, open world, first person shooters.
I feel like this game is going to be so... I have a feeling, and I would like to hope that my feeling would be correct. I have a feeling based off just how the Witch series was handled, and based off like what they showed us and this was handled, I feel like it's going to be such... I'm not going to say a complete design, like you pick your own story. There's going to be some type of element to it to where most endings are going to be borderline the same in some way, shape, or form. Because in order to have a million different endings would take years upon years of work, in my opinion. Like an 8-year long type development cycle, in my opinion. I don't know about how development works, but that's just my thought process on it. But I do think that because they're giving you the ability to choose, it's going to have so much that it's going to be so narrative driven that's just going to push that envelope if done correctly, and if they don't have any glaring issues with the coming out with this game so far, as far as like just trying to optimize it. Because I mean, these new consoles are supposed to be able to do 4K 60, right? They're supposed to be able to do that. They're supposed to be like the console standard now. I don't know, man.
Standard.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, man.
I'll put it like this: 4K 60 is Forza and whatever the game was for Sony.
Gran Turismo.
Yeah, that's 4K. That's 4K 60. Those two games.
Forza.
But most games is gonna be 1080 60 at best.
Which is still good. I mean, been doing that.
Yeah, it's still good, but like they want people to believe every game's gonna be 4K. Because remember, every game on next gen consoles were supposed to be like 1080 60. They were supposed to be that. But we all know, especially 2K, is 30 FPS.
Yeah.
Like most games on this console that was supposed to be 1080 60 can't even run 60.
Yeah. And 60 should be the standard at this point, if we're being honest.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, 30 FPS hurts my eyes at this point.
I'm trying to tell you. You get
Like,
used to 60, it hit different.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not even like an elite thing. It's not like, oh, just randomly one day my eyes started to hurt from 30. No, once you get used to playing games a certain way, you don't want to go back to the old way.
Not at all.
Like we've all said it. Like if 2K were to like actually support and monitor their PC community to the point where you could play it over there and have actual fun without having to deal with hackers, and they had a community, there would be no point in me buying a console. Every other game I could just get on PC. The only reason that I'm even thinking about getting a new console is because of 2K. Like, if it wasn't for that, I could literally just upgrade my PC and play every game that I want on my PC.
Yeah, I agree.
1080 60, I feel like these consoles are going to do that. If they can't do 1080 60, it's not even worth it.
Not in the slightest.
Because I'm not buying the same console twice. I'm not. I'm just not.
Like I'm buying the 720 machine. No. The 72030. We've been there, did that.
No.
Twice, if you think about it.
Really have. Because that is the biggest thing is like, they claim it's supposed to do that. They claim all this different stuff, but have no full-on proof. Because this game isn't in 4K, is it?
The Cyberpunk is supposed to be able to run at 4K easily.
Supposed to be able to do it. Consoles and easily does not mix in my head.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm thinking PC. Damn.
I'm talking about console.
Console, I'm pretty sure it should be able to get 1080 60. They're talking about it. They're like the consoles have been talking about they're going to be able to run at 4K 60. I don't see it. Personally, I don't see it. Is it possible for some games? Yes.
I'm gonna put it like this: for the amount of money that it would take for them to run 4K 60, I'm just gonna upgrade my PC.
I mean, they already sell the console at a loss, but I mean, for them to get a 4K 60 machine,
that's what I mean. Like, even at a loss, you still got to sell that pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
So if these consoles legitimately can do 4K 60, I'm not getting a new console. I will just upgrade my PC. 2K is not that worth it.
Nah. I'll just go to PC.
Hey, I'll wait for 2K22.
I swear to God.
I will wait for 2K22 and not buy a new console. That can be arranged.
Straight up.
Yeah, knowing how consoles actually are, like I said, they claim that they can do all this shit because Forza can do it, or Gran Turismo can do it, or whatever game is really a single player or very low player count game can do these high settings. They claim that every game can do it. It's like, no, that game can run 4K 60. Every other game is going to be like 1080 60. If it runs at 4K, it's going to be 30 FPS.
Yeah, it's going to make your shit explode. Now, to switch gears real quick, folks. For all my people on Xbox, you'll free games for this month. This is actually towards like the tail end of like June to like early on this month mostly. But y'all get Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. It will be available from June 1st to the 30th, so it's actually over by the time of this podcast. You also will get Coffee Talk, available June 16th to July 15th. You will also be able to get Destroy All Humans, which is hilarious to me. Well, you should have been able to get... because it's literally got remastered already. But you're able to get it from June 1st to the 15th. And you were able to get... where is it? Sign Mora from the 16th to the 30th. I ain't gonna lie, the only game on here that I actually would want to get is Destroy All Humans, but that's already been passed and they made it remaster. They ain't shit for that one. For my PlayStation people, you'll be able to get Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration, as well as NBA 2K20, and Erica. Those are your free games for this month on PlayStation.
I will say they ain't shit for doing 2K because, as you've known, if you look to the PlayStation store in the past, really month, they've been trying to get rid of 2K. They've had sale on top of sale for that game.
Okay, hold on before you.
And all of a sudden, boom, free.
They only do that whenever 2K is partnered with them on the upcoming game. It's the only time they ever do that.
No, but I'm saying it ain't shit for doing it the way they handled it, the way Sony handled it. They ain't shit for what they did. Because, like I said, literally the game had been on sale multiple times. And all of a sudden, boom, free.
I mean, if we're being completely honest, so are we really missing much of 2K20? I mean, I played this.
But it's like the principle. Because I even seen people in replies like, I just bought this on sale like 3 weeks ago.
Well, that's their fault.
I could have waited.
Hey, you hate to see it. Hey, you hate to see it because they did it last year.
No, it's definitely no, but you know what I mean. It sucks. Nothing you can do about it. It's tough luck. It's still like y'all ain't shit for what you did, but you already did it. So
hey, tough luck, nigga. Always football,
buddy. Sony doesn't control that. 2K does. 2K did it purposely because what did they start doing during this month? They start their rollout for 2K. That's exactly what they did. They synced it up with the time they start rolling out shit for 2K21. That ain't on Sony. That's 2K. 2K controls all that shit. So if you want to blame somebody, blame 2K. But you know what 2K gonna say?
Either way, niggas ain't shit.
Hold on. Let me get this off. You know what I'm saying? You know what 2K gonna say? It was all a part of the plan.
You stink.
Once again, it doesn't change. The 2K ain't shit.
Yeah, we all know this. I can't dunk as a big man. 2K been ain't shit.
Fuck that. Tough luck, nigga. Always football. Now, as y'all watching below right now, this is the Ghost of Tsushima story trailer or whatever.
I can't wait.
I'm actually still excited for this game.
This is the last game I am buying on this console. This is the last game I am buying on this console. I ain't buying shit else. So, Dennison, if you in the chat, I'm not buying shit else for this fucking console.
I'm excited to play this game. I ain't gonna hold you. It looks like fun. I could use some healthy hack and slashing as a samurai on them full knees for the one time. You feel me?
This game better not be ass, and it better not explode PS4s.
Oh, it will.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie to you. My PS4 fan just cut on just with this trailer being on.
We gonna have to play this in spurts.
Y'all niggas can only play for 30 minutes at a time.
Yo, fat.
Okay. You did enough today. It's okay.
If your PlayStation actually start talking, nigga, that's enough. Cut it off.
You gotta bring your PlayStation a damn ice pack every time.
I gotta bring your PlayStation a Gatorade.
Yo, facts.
Nah, nigga, you can't get your PlayStation Gatorade. That's what they gave old buddy in jail. They get a nigga Gatorade.
Hey, man. Hey, nah. Off topic. That nigga was pretty much already on death row. Or is already on death row, pretty much. They don't care about him. What I say? They don't care about that nigga.
PlayStation said, just play 2K for me one more time.
Let me just play 2K one more time. I was hoping someone would say it.
Oh, I was waiting.
I'm just saying. I want this game to be good, though. I really do. Like, all those aside, I really want this game to be good.
I think this game will be good, bro. I actually think Ghost of Tsushima will get Game of the Year.
I just want it to be... Matter of fact, more than anything, I just want it to be fun. Like, it already has, like, a kind of serious tone to it, which is fine, whatever.
Yeah.
But I want it to be fun. Like, I've been on record saying this. I'm so goddamn tired of these hyper serious ass, no fun, just depressing game. Like, bro, I'm black in America. You realize how depressed I am on a normal basis?
I
don't need all of these.
I just need the lead character to have emotion, dog.
Something.
I'm sick of these lead characters having no fucking emotion.
Like, we don't need an Aiden. We don't need another Aiden, dog. top 5 worst characters ever.
Hey, Woo, you want to know something funny about that?
What?
That game is free on PC.
I'm gonna tell you what we not playing. I'm gonna tell you what we not playing.
That game just got released for free on PC today.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you we not playing. I don't care if it's free. I'm not playing.
I'll let you know what we not doing.
That is a good point though. Characters that actually have emotion other than just it's so dark and dismal out here. I must complete my mission.
I'm depressed.
I'm gonna cut you with my blade.
Yeah, like bro, bro, nah.
If you don't call somebody a bitch one time,
Fact, if you don't show rage,
Nigga, I'm
that
just
nigga
tired.
said, you cut me.
I'm depressed because bad things happen.
That nigga said, boo hoo hoo. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, granted, it does look like Buddy in this damn trailer does have range. So fuck it. Yeah, I guess range. I would say something.
Yeah,
not just I'm always serious, sad, and depressed. Like, yeah, you could have your backstory, you could have your motive that gets you going, but show something with that other than just I'm just so sad and dismal. Get pissed off. Like, be a savage. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I would actually like that more personally. Like, I'm about to kill everybody in here. I want that.
Be a lot better. I'd rather have a savage main character than a bitch.
These are definitely facts.
That shit gets annoying. Like, oh.
Just you got the constant crybaby just.
No. Niggas always got some sob story. I'm tired of hearing sob stories, dog. Be happy about something. Can I get a game where the main character isn't depressed at least?
Bro.
Or they don't have no depressing like he's happy but he has this super sad backstory and he always gets upset whenever nigga, I don't care. I'd rather you just be a nigga who just don't like the way people talk. I ain't like the way he talked to me, so he had to go.
Bro, that stuff really do be getting old though, and dudes just be mad.
No.
I'm like I said, I hope this next generation, like starting off, and it already looks like that with like Ratchet and Clank, Crash Bandicoot, and we gonna talk about this rumor in a second as well. But games like that where it has like more colorful, happy-ish type tone, I'm good with that. I'm so tired of just the dark and dismal. I'm over it. I'm over it. Fucking over it.
I think we all are.
That black, gray, and dark green color palette, throw that away and let's get some vibrancy.
Please.
Something. Hey, yo, stop it. Now, this is just a rumor. Oh, this ain't even really a rumor, but this is just a word on the streets. A new Fable might be in the works.
Oh, no, that's confirmed.
Oh, yeah. So, for those of y'all who don't know, Microsoft has apparently, I forgot the technical term. I don't have like the link up on my damn phone right now. But the licensing, like the name of Fable and whatnot, they've actually bought it, I guess secured it. And so that would mean that I guess that they are going to be working on a new Fable. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Rambo and I have been ranting and raving about getting a new Fable because that's like one of probably the biggest slept on franchises. Probably my top 10 slept on franchises. Great series. Like the ability to choose was a big one, and it was just so much damn fun. So they did release a trailer like back in, I want to say like 2012, 2011 region, where it was supposed to be like multiplayer, but it got canned because Lionhead Studios closed their doors.
Shut down?
They shut down. But hearing this breeds a new era of life into the hopeful mind and eyes of us Fable fans. And I ain't gonna hold you. If this is actually a thing, and I'm not gonna say we're gonna get like a timetable anytime soon. I highly doubt that. But just knowing that they're working on it, definitely a big W for Microsoft.
Definitely. I won't say that. Even though I've never played one, but that's neither here nor there, really.
Yeah, you need that.
I'm happy, bro. I'm definitely happy. I'm hoping it's a brand new Fable. and not that what was it, Fable Legends?
Yeah.
What they was trying to come out with.
Yeah, Fable Legends.
I hope it's just a brand new Fable, and not them trying to finish or redo Fable Legends. Just
Start from the bottom up.
Yeah, start from the bottom up. Give us a whole new Fable, whole new storyline, new controls, new powers. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see no condoms in that game, man.
None.
Nothing but raw dogging, man.
You a wild nigga.
Nah, nigga, that's not wild, nigga. That's how we get down in Fable. You know what I'm saying? All STDs must be acquired, my nigga.
Oh, you on your that one.
No, man, nigga, we ain't gonna act like catching STDs on the stat.
It definitely was, but I did not catch that. I had a bunch of illegitimate children, dog. Call me NC Hammer.
But I'm really excited. I've definitely still been playing Fable. I haven't been streaming it, but I'm definitely still playing. The game is fun, man. I'm real fucking excited about that game. Don't fuck it up, Microsoft, because if you pull a Scalebound on me again,
oh,
I don't know. I think I might go pick on them at Microsoft.
Hey, let's not put that energy in the air, all right? We ain't even gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
I'm saying, why you even mention that game? You know that's a sin.
Let's not do that, because that hurts. That's still... why would you do that, man?
That did hurt.
Hey,
I'm about to cry now.
only Rambo, man.
What'd I do?
Know what you did, man.
I'm about to go cry now. He bought up some old
You know
shit.
what you did, man.
That shit hurt my spirit.
Man, listen, man, that shit don't hurt nobody like it hurt me, man. I bought an Xbox in preparation for that game coming out, and guess what?
I'm not gonna lie, that one might be on you.
I ain't gonna hold you. I had a joke, but I'm not gonna wild out.
I got stood up.
That one might be on you, brother.
Matter of fact, hold up.
Crazy, man. Thanks.
That one might be on you, brother.
You don't know my pain, man. You don't play these games.
I don't know your pain because I wouldn't have done that in the first place. You a wild nigga for that one.
Man. That hurt.
I bet it does. Wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
Check the experience.
You gotta play games. You gotta play games to
You swear I don't play games just because I don't play the ones you want me to.
I don't want you to play games, man. I want you to play the good ones, man.
So you don't want me to play games, you want me to play games.
Minecraft, man. Speaking of which, when we get Woo on Minecraft, man.
We ain't gonna talk about that. But check the.
We definitely was supposed to get you on there. Now we gonna talk about that. You were supposed to get on Minecraft, man. You bought the game and everything, man.
I did. We just haven't got on. That's the funniest part about it. Like I've literally said on multiple occasions, yo, I'm down to play. I'm down to play. I'm down to play. We get distracted by literally almost everything else. Literally almost everything else.
The other shit to play, man.
Literally. I'll be like, all right.
And then you got on 2K, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of like smoke and mirrors for us, man. Like, we got on 2K. We wanted to play 2K for months.
Yeah, I got more practicing to do. But did y'all check the experience there?
I did. You need to stop. You need to stop.
What I do?
Not you. He knows who I'm talking to.
I didn't see nothing. Nothing popped up on this thing. Because I'm not in the experience.
I'm not in the experience.
Alright. Now
we're gonna have aunts.
Yeah. So that was what I was gonna say, but we ain't gonna talk about it. Now.
You're not you a wild nigga.
Now, in other news, apparently another Pokemon Snap game is going to be released.
Fire.
If y'all don't know what Pokemon Snap is, this is like a classic. I think it was like an N64 game where you would basically ride around like in this roller coaster type thing, and you'd have to take pictures of the Pokemon, and you had to catch them in like different poses or whatever, and score like points and whatnot. It was definitely dope. I didn't know what the
that
hell
game
I was.
bad.
I didn't know what I was doing as a kid. To be honest with you, I was just more so just looking at Pokemon in amazement because I was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, it's 3D. Hey, yo, this fire!" Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. In retrospect, that game was ass, dog. That game was ass, but it's definitely one of my favorite games as a child, bro.
I mean, I didn't know how to play it. I wasn't that good, so I was like just more in amazement at like looking at my Pokemon, like at my favorite Pokemon. You feel me? So I was like, "Yay, Mewtwo,
Mm-hmm.
bitch." So that was about it for me. Another interesting piece of news though is apparently there's going to be a Pokemon MMO.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what this thing is called. Let me see if I can find the damn trailer for it actually. But Rambo, you want to talk about it a little bit while I try to find the trailer, bro?
I don't really know too much about it, to be honest. I haven't looked it up. Fuck. Is it the one that's going mobile?
Yeah, I think that's it.
I think I actually have the trailer for that in my shit. I'm glad Pokemon is doing another MMO. Strictly because the last MMO that came out and it wasn't done by Pokemon, we all remember what happened to them niggas.
Are you talking about Temtem?
Nintendo hit them. No, not Temtem. Before that, it was like way before Temtem.
Oh,
It was-
why the fuck I know what you're talking about?
You should. They talked about it on GMG. But when I say
I'm about to say
Nintendo
the
got them
I
niggas-
remember what you're talking about.
Nintendo got them niggas up out of there, dog. Like Nintendo was like, listen, my nigga, y'all got 24 hours to take this shit down, and if you don't, you niggas is getting sued. Whole shit gone. Let me see. I think I got the prof text.
But yeah, so Pokemon got 2 like little games coming out pretty soon. I ain't gonna lie to you, the MMO look pretty dope. Pokemon Snap, I don't have a Switch yet. I plan on getting one soon enough.
Please do.
I might have to cop that again. I don't know. But that's about it as far as like the Switch news goes. Apparently, another incident happened again of leaked gameplay and leaked footage happened for the umpteenth time. A disgruntled Ubisoft employee decided to leak gameplay footage. You know the usual shit.
I'm mad, so I'ma leak everything.
Yeah. Yeah, so apparently they released like some in-game gameplay as well as what's that stuff called? Like the menu stuff and like the customization options. Is that a third?
Interface.
Yeah.
Interface.
Yeah, and I'm like, who cares? Like,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I care. That shit is ass.
I don't, because we don't know the build of that what they showed us. For one, like we don't know what build that was. For 2, I'm more interested in knowing what the story gonna be about. 3, I only watched a piece of it. I ain't watched the whole thing for obvious reasons.
Hey, well, I'm gonna keep it honest with you, bro. That game is supposed to come out later this year. Now, listen. The last time a game was in that state before it came out,
Biggie made that.
and I played it, was fucking Breakpoint. I told people, do not buy this game. This game is ass. It's going to be ass when it come out. That game came out. It was ass. 2 weeks later, the bitch was on sale.
Oh, we talking about Ghost Recon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Hey,
That game either needs to be delayed or because if they listen, Assassin's Creed has been doing very good for the last 2 games. They have been doing very fucking well. Do not mess it up by putting out a half-ass game to try to meet the timings of these new consoles. Dog, don't do it, dog. Cause
that's what they did with Unity.
Hey,
Yo,
take the lead real quick. I gotta go do something.
Unity was garbage. Garbage, bro. Please, yo. Please do not put out another half-ass game. I can't, bro. He said, I gotta wait until the final product. Listen, bro.
I'm gonna let y'all know like this after that first one.
When it comes to these games and stuff like that, after a certain point, this game is supposed to come out in 3 to 4 months. That game is not going to make leaps and bounds of improvements before it comes out. It's not. It's just not going to happen. They would have to completely rebuild that game. Damn near. That game needs to be delayed. It does not need to come out. It does not need to come out. Do not bring that shit out half-assed, because that's what you're going to do. You're going to put out a half-assed game. You're going to get criticized by your shit people. And you're going to try to go on another hiatus. Just wait. Like, I know y'all want to meet y'all deadlines. People are very excited about this game. Do not shoot yourself in the foot by putting out a game that's not ready. You said they probably
that sounds like Ubisoft to me.
No, see, and we're not gonna act like Ubisoft has been one of the worst gaming companies for a long time. Because didn't they put out Watch Dogs?
They put out Watch Dogs, Far Cry, Rainbow Six Siege.
Shut your fucking mouth.
We are talking about Ubisoft. I need you to understand. They put out a Far Cry game in January. By November, there was another Far Cry game coming out, and it was a copy and paste of the map with fucking trees and dinosaurs. My nigga. What? Man, hell no, dog.
Fuck that one. We gonna talk about the biggest thing that they did for Far Cry. Well, you remember what was it? Far Cry 3 or 2? It was one of the Far Cry, and I think it was 3 when they were showing it at E3. That shit looked beautiful.
Okay, all right.
That shit looked amazing.
Ubisoft definitely pulled the real what's that shit Madden did for their fucking trailer, man.
What, the real player motion?
Yeah, real player motion. That shit was buns. Talking about the coaches gonna talk to you, interact with you. Man, them coaches ain't doing none of that shit, man. Hey, Ubisoft, I'm coming for your head, man.
Ubisoft been on bullshit.
Delay that game. Cause
wait, time out. Isn't For Honor Ubisoft as well?
Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, that game was trash when the first game came out too.
Cap.
I'm sorry. That game was definitely trash when it first came out.
That game was unbalanced.
Thank you. It was not trash when it first came out. It was just unbalanced.
Hey, Woo, if 2K is unbalanced, what do we call it? Trash.
Nah, that's cap on that statement. Because 2K16, everything was because everybody was unbalanced as well.
Was unbalanced, but that was still one of the better 2Ks.
Exactly.
Wait, which one?
19.
2K19.
No. When you say unbalanced, that means nothing's on an even playing field. But 19 and 17,
You're a stretch. You're a stretch.
Nigga, I have skill. Next.
Playing field.
Nigga, I have skill.
Man.
Next.
I think you drop off lock. Center.
Hey, Rambo, once again, that's skill.
I can use that same argument for For Honor, though, because I had skill in that game and I was able to bust people's heads open without cheesing. That's not a good argument. Just because a game is unbalanced does not make it trash. What makes a game trash is the fact that it took them so long to patch it. But that was when it first came out. The exploit wasn't even a thing until like maybe 2 or 3 months in that game. That's when they found out that Peacekeeper was broken.
No, I'm not even talking about that because you most likely just play like one-on-one, right?
No, I did everything.
Well, at least when I played that game, all that happened to me was getting. The entire time I played that game, I never fought one-on-one.
Oh yeah, it was never there was no honor for honor. That was a joke. There was no honor for honor.
And did you realize how long it took them to put in something to where it actually combated that?
There was no honor in that game.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it is trash. If there's something like in 2K, this is why 2K is trash. When there's an issue like when say stretches in 19 when it first came out was definitely horrible. Because even though I would always say like the most people that were complaining were guards, we have seen with K-Dog with his two-way shot creator, a two-way, just getting shot over by a stretch.
Who is 6'6",
And it took them
6'7".
forever to patch that. The only reason I am calling the game trash is because when there is an issue with the game and it is being exploited, it should not take forever to patch something that needs to be addressed immediately.
Well, it's hard to patch people's tendencies to actually want to jump somebody, though. You can't necessarily fault the devs.
But they came out with a solution, meaning that it shouldn't have taken that long to come up with a solution. That's
I don't know. Well, I get what you're saying, but I don't know what solution you're talking about, because last time I played, I got beat the fuck up.
You also got to remember, like, I'm getting in my nerd bag a little bit.
I missed that dunk. This game is ass.
We all know there's a process to putting out a patch. It's not.
Yes, but that dog.
There was no honor for honor. I will give you that.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, I know, especially because shit, we ask for patches on 2K all the time. It's AAA game. You have to learn. You have to learn that these patches aren't going to come out daily. The most they can do is a hot fix daily.
Yeah,
and that's not going to do much.
Yeah,
but
I understand the patch not coming out like in a week.
Right.
But goddamn, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's my whole thing.
Listen, we said all this to say, Ubisoft, get your shit together.
It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. Almost every game, even if we're not including For Honor, damn near every game they bring out when it first come out, besides Assassin's Creed, has been trash.
We're gonna look at all the shit that Ubisoft has put out in the last.
Hey, besides like Assassin's Creed, and I'll give y'all For Honor.
They are
every game.
They are not. They are definitely the only company thus far that puts out like a half-ass product and then patches it to where it's like great. Siege is the biggest example of that. That game was DOA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They brought that game back from not even ashes, nigga. That nigga was 20 feet under.
Yeah, like that game had so, and the crazy part was like Ubisoft's good at this, making games with potential, but then falling flat on execution. That's why that game, Watch Dogs Legion, we was talking about that. If they were able to do what they were talking about, like any like AI was playable,
I was about, yeah,
fantastic. But I doubt it. It's Ubisoft.
I remember we were watching, and I was like, the only issue I could see with this game, knowing it's Ubisoft, was it better not be repeated storylines, like backstories of these characters.
Yep.
Because, they always give you the backstories. Like, I don't need the repeated storyline every time, dog.
So I'm gonna
at least make them different.
I'm going to just give y'all a couple games from this list. You know what I'm saying? Steep.
Nah, fuck that, nigga. We going to start with the game that you wanted me and K-Dog to play, nigga. Nah, the Division 2, man. Nah, the Division 2, man. Division 2, Division 1, Watch Dogs, any of the Ghost Recons in the past couple years.
Hold on, bro.
Man, fuck you, man. He said Division 1.
The Crew.
Ass.
The Crew 2.
Ass.
The sad part is both the Crew, it was a great concept, and they fucked it up. It was a great concept.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Don't forget Unity.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I think that was actually good.
Far Cry 3.
Good. Now, the story was good. The story was great. It was just the graphics. They
I was about to say that downgrade. I'm sorry, that one has to be added to the list.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you that. They sold us fucking pipe with that one. God damn.
Like I said, hey, woo, at E3, that game was beautiful.
Dog.
And then it came out.
Ubisoft, you are known for dropping the bag, man. I know you're going to put this game out half-assed.
They put out Far Cry 4 and then Far Cry Primal.
No, it's
They put out Far Cry 5 and then Far Cry New Dawn.
Yo.
And then they sold it as a new game.
They're the exact same game.
They definitely
They're the exact same game, man.
They definitely did sell us a brand new game, like niggas wasn't gonna notice.
They did it twice, man.
And
They
Far Cry
sold that
5
shit
was
at
ass.
the
Yeah, I
new
said it. That game was ass. That story,
Yo,
was,
that story
Far Cry
pissed me off.
was duty.
that story was horrible. I get it.
Far Cry
I
5
was already
pissed
on record,
me off,
I was
the
already on
story.
record saying, you know, I want no happy ending, but make the happy ending act like the non-happy ending actually something that's viable. That was just irritating.
No, here's my, like, I didn't like how much they put you through for no happy ending.
Bro, like literally the
All the
ending,
bullshit
the
you had
ending
to
of
go
that
through.
game was Eminem's last verse on 8 Mile. You don't know what the fuck I've been through.
Like, out of everything, out of all games that I want to have no happy ending, if you were gonna put me through so much bullshit, especially that final mission,
We ain't gonna talk about it.
nigga, I better get a happy ending.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, yo, Far Cry. Let me talk to y'all again.
Oh, wait, one more thing. Far Cry 4 and Far Cry 5 still piss me off because both of them have the same concept of if you do fucking nothing
Oh yeah, you win.
in the first 5 minutes, the game's over.
Did it twice.
That pisses me off, dog. If you do fucking nothing, let them get away with all the bad shit that they're doing. Then you can just leave.
I was so pissed. I wanted to give my man's open handed fist or the deuce, rock, paper, scissors, and they didn't let me do it.
You said you was done.
I'm not.
I
lied.
knew it. Hey, Woo. I told you a month.
Hey, dog, I bust Chrome. That he put more niggas to sleep than a Jigglypuff song. I'm sorry.
Hey, Woo. I know you.
Hey, I'm sorry, dog. I've been on my battle rap shit lately. That shit been going way too hard.
Yeah, so
lately.
we got Far Cry 3. Fuck that. We throwing Far Cry 5, Primal, and New Dawn in there as well.
We gotta throw Watch Dogs in there. We gotta throw Siege, even though
Watch
it's my
Dogs
soul.
1, Siege, fucking.
I'm not putting.
Did I say
Siege
Unity?
in there. I'm not
Nope,
putting Siege in.
nope, Siege goes in there. Even though it came back from the ashes, we're
No.
talking about when they drop. We're talking about when they drop.
Hold on. I'm gonna do this because I'm not gonna put Siege in there, and this is the reason why. Because they knew they put out bullshit, but then they fixed it. It took them a
No,
while.
but here's the thing. Wait. Here's the thing. We're not talking about how they fixed it. We're talking about when they drop. So it still has to go on there.
I said I know. I said that when I first started. Let me finish my point. I'm not putting Siege on there because Siege came out, it was ass. It was completely ass, but then they fixed it. They did not attempt to fix shit else that they put out. They didn't
No,
fix
they
it.
attempted for For Honor.
No,
They
fuck they
attempted.
didn't.
No,
Okay,
they
For Honor-
attempted. They attempted.
Yeah.
For Honor, they attempted, but the shit was still butt.
That's Centurion
Siege,
on
they actually fixed Siege. Siege is playable. Like,
Took 2 years.
they not having esports for Honor. They
Not
you
anymore.
can have esports with Siege.
I said, not
I'm
anymore.
I'm not gonna completely kill them because they put all their efforts into fixing that game.
What it is,
So
probably
I'm not
nah.
gonna completely kill them.
Nah, they gotta
And
go in for
started
Siege.
they started it after the release. They realized they put out some bullshit.
Nah, Siege gotta go.
Hey, nah.
I'm the
See,
I'm the Siege sweat, and I'm saying Siege has to go on there because that graphical downgrade was something serious.
Siege has to go on
I
there.
hear you, but the way that they treated them other games, they put them shits out, put their dick on the table like the shit was hot, and knew damn well that shit wasn't hot.
Well, the difference
Hey,
is
Rambo.
the only other multiplayer game that's like in that realm would have been For Honor, and they've granted been supporting the living shit out of that game. So I can't even.
Yeah,
fully
they're
get mad
trying.
at them. I can't even fully get mad at them for Honor because they've actually been supporting that game. It's just at this point they're just so deep in it. They're like, hey, you just gotta get in. We can fit in, bruh.
Siege, it was all hands on deck. We fixing this shit.
Well, shit, that was like, the fact that it had the Tom Clancy name on it kind of gave it that we gotta figure it out. And on top of that, it actually had more potential because it was like the only unique shooter on the market. That was like the biggest thing for them. They found that lane. Like they were able to make their own lane because it's not like CS:GO. You can't call CS:GO. You can't.
I wish Ubisoft would give up their rights to Assassin's Creed.
Nah, I just wish they would actually just do more. I wish they found this formula.
I
like
will
this
say
formula.
that the last two were fire.
But they're getting on the every time they start to do good, they start
Bruh.
bull.
Hey yo. If you see the group chat, you'll understand why I'm laughing.
Hey, no, all right. So Siege is on there definitely. It has to go on there because we're talking about. Even though I understand all the points you make,
Hey yo.
at the beginning
Yeah,
of
the
that
most
game's launch, it was ass.
Oh yo.
He is definitely number one toxic.
Ooh.
Oh, this is all also off topic.
I'm sorry for all the folks who are watching this live and gonna be listening to this on all platforms. Spotify, Apple
Oh, my
Podcasts,
goodness.
Stitcher Radio, and all that other good stuff. But the group chat's popping right now, so I'm sorry. There's just some things that y'all can't know about.
All right, so let me go back to the list. 1, 2, fuck both of them games. Watch Dogs 1, fuck that game. Both Ghost Recons that came out, fuck them games. Breakpoint and Wildlands, both of them.
Okay, hold on. Let me put my Ubisoft cape back on.
Your cape hasn't worked the first time. You think it's gonna work the second time?
No. Yeah, my cape definitely works. You just don't have to accept it.
He said, I'm on a win streak, but I'm the
You don't have
windbreaker. Starter jacket.
That game.
Are you talking about Wildlands or Breakpoint?
Very bare bones. It wasn't that the game didn't work. It was just the game was very bare bones.
Which one?
They put in.
He has to be talking about Wildlands.
When they implemented that what's that shit called, the Alien versus Predator mode or whatever that they had, it really sparked that game back up. So once they actually put content in that game was better. That game played way better than Breakpoint. It played way better than a lot of the other bullshit that they've tried to drop. That game played well. It was bare. It was draw dead, man. It was
that game
All
was
I'm hearing is
ass,
that
and I
it was
got
incomplete.
it for free. And that's what made it
Rambo,
worse.
I knew that game was gonna be ass from the beta.
Oh yeah, facts.
That game
From
was
the beta, I was playing the beta and I realized they keep respawning the same side missions over and over. That's the only thing that you could do at first. The game had bare bones content. That's enough to call it ass, dog. I'm sorry if your game does not come out with enough content to at least hold me over for more than a fucking few days.
Not only that, the world was dead. How are we in this damn
big ass world where it's supposed to be all this culture?
Yeah, and not an ounce of culture. Not an ounce of culture.
That beta was the same way I felt about fucking Breakpoint.
Matter of fact, it was low key racist. You mean to tell me all them people and not a one person got a pair of fucking shoes? Everybody barefoot. That game was low key racist.
Everybody out there with the big callus on.
Yeah, facts. Man, it's not the cap.
Man, all right. Let me go back through my list again. Both divisions, both Tom Clancy Ghost Recons, Watch Dogs 1, Rainbow Six Siege. What am I missing? Syndicate, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Assassin's Creed Unity, For Honor. Shit. Oh, Far Cry 3 for the downgrade. It has to go on there. Both of the crews, nigga, that's over 10 games. Over 10 of y'all games has been ass. And most of them came out on next gen. It's like more than half of y'all catalog on next gen has been garbage.
No, half their catalog in general is garbage.
A majority of the catalog always got like the best
some of these I
potential.
can't talk about. I have no clue what the fuck Anno 1800 is.
A majority of their catalog has so much potential, but they just fall flat.
Yeah, like a lot of these are great concepts. Like I said, the crew, a great concept, they fucked it up. Unity was a great concept for that. Finally add cooperative multiplayer into the game. And they didn't add enough content for it. The game came out, it was buggy as hell. Like, they have great ideas. Phenomenal. That's the funniest thing. Their ideas team needs to get a raise. Great ideas. They're developers.
I ain't gonna lie.
Whoever that's calling the shots that's fucking up the games needs to be fired.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was in the ideas department, yo, everybody in this bitch gotta run me out.
Dog, they be having great ideas.
All you niggas gotta fight me, nigga. All you niggas gotta fight me. I told you to give me this. You gave me this.
Hey, I'm not gonna. hey, Rambo, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm a part of the ideas team, I'm chilling. My job is secure.
Nah. Because then somebody asks you, they be like, "Oh, who you work for?" I work for Ubisoft.
No.
You
Oh,
couldn't
what you
even get off. You couldn't even get off. I work for the Ideas Club.
Nah. Well, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a what would it be called? What would the actual position be called?
Like storyboarders, artists, or like storyboarders, or some shit like that, or like story director, something in that.
I'm gonna say I'm a story director for a game company. They say, what game company? You know, one of them.
Nah.
He said, "I one of them."
Nah, nigga.
No, Rambo. You gotta pull the card and hope you ain't talking to someone that knows anything about the game industry. I work for multiple companies.
Hey, yeah.
I'm freelance. We storyboard directors are really like a freelance job, so you can work for whoever. So whoever's paying at the time.
Listen, them niggas go home and Google your shit and find out you in the credits for Syndicate. That nigga coming to your door. Hey, we need to talk.
Nigga, we
creative
can talk through the
engineer.
door.
There we go.
Hey, creative engineer. All right, there we go.
What happened, bitch?
Hey, nah, Rambo. We need to talk. We can talk through the door. What's going on?
Me and this, we need to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
Nigga, I couldn't get jiggy with it either.
Man, yo, Ubisoft, man.
But yeah, dog. If I was a part of like the creative engineers team or or whatever, nigga, I will be chilling in there. Niggas is having fun coming up with these ideas, and then just gotta look at the other niggas like, y'all better not fuck it up. They gonna be on your ass. Hey, they don't be looking for me on social media. They be looking for y'all niggas.
Hey, I don't be getting them death threats. That's on you.
Hey, and whoever's the developer, or whatever the lead developer, lead game developer, your ass is grass. Hey, you better get your team in order, nigga.
Might want to get some straightening going on in this motherfucker.
Anyway, next topic. Fuck you, Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, you better not fuck up Valhalla, because once again, this looks like it could be a good game, a great game.
A very fun game that I need in my life.
Yeah, it looks like a very fun, like it's not, hopefully it's not super serious. Because as much as I like Odyssey, that's another one of them games like, dog, I was depressed playing that game.
High key. Great game though. Definitely a great game with a good story.
If you haven't played it yet, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I was depressed sitting here having to look at my son die over and over.
Oh, that's that one. Yeah. What's the one after that one?
Origins.
Odyssey.
No,
It was Origins and
no,
then
Origins
Odyssey.
came first. So Origins
is the one where his son was dying.
Yeah, Origins
Origins is in Africa.
Yeah, Odyssey was the one with the Spartans, which was hard.
Yeah, Spartans. I have that game and haven't played it yet.
Hey, when you got Ubisoft Plus, know what I'm saying, you get all that with all the fixings. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I got both of them joints, all the fixings. Ubisoft Plus came in clutch, bars. But it's definitely hilarious for me to see personally. For me to see. Just how they fumble the bag, dog. Cause like
so many times
we be getting, and it sucks cause I ain't gonna hold you low key. I be trying not to fall for the okie doke, but it happens every damn time cause the concepts just be so fire, dog.
No, like Watch Dogs Legion once again. fire as concept.
Hey yo, nah. If they fuck that up where I could be a grandma, nah, nigga, y'all gotta fight me, nigga.
Oh, auntie, facts.
I'm not gonna lie. I can easily see them fucking that up.
Yeah, facts.
Deep
And if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not buying it day one because I'm like 80% sure they're gonna fuck it up.
Hey, we waiting for all the bugs and glitches to get exposed.
Oh,
Hey, woo. I am 80% sure either there's gonna be hella bugs, the game's gonna be damn near unplayable. It's gonna be barely that. One of these things is going to happen to that game. It's either gonna have hella bugs, barely even playable, no content, repeated content. Like I said, like a repeated backstory for every character, pretty much. It like has 5 different backstories, and it just rotates them.
it's Ubisoft.
A horribly downgraded game. It better not be horribly downgraded because this is coming out on next gen consoles, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
They're gonna have some type of edition with, or like some type of version with the updated consoles. They have to.
So it better not be that. The last one I said better not be. It better not be downgraded to shit. Because at this point, the way they talking about these consoles, unless they capping, which is very possible,
It's very possible.
these shits better be able to run the game at the same pretty much way that the same settings that PC can run it when you have good hardware.
Hey, them SSDs though.
They talk about SSD, both of them. I was making fun of Sony for it, but Xbox be doing it too, nigga. We get it. You have faster loading times. What else do you have?
Hey, them teraflops though. Oh, man.
Both of them talk. The funny thing is, people was getting on Xbox when they first started talking about teraflops, and then Sony started doing it.
With the SSD.
They talk about teraflops too.
No.
They did?
No.
Yeah, Sony talked about teraflops too.
Hey
Yo, listen, Xbox
pretty much had a whole conference about teraflops.
Yo, Xbox need to shut their fucking mouth, dog. Because Xbox was the first niggas to open their fucking mouth on this fucking current gen about, the frame rate is crazy. Man, this shit came out, man. These frame rates is duty.
And everything was still 30 FPS.
No, bruh. Keep your mouth shut, man. When the console come out, we'll see what it is. Shut your damn mouth.
They can't keep their mouth shut because if I'm being honest, even though you want them to keep their mouth shut, I'm not buying something that I know nothing about. You better give me specs, complete specs.
That's fine. Give me specs, but don't give me 20 minutes about the teraflops and PlayStation. Don't give me 30 minutes about your fucking SSDs.
You out here being generous with PlayStation and Xbox. You said 20 and 30, nigga. They was both the whole conference pretty much.
It was damn sure an hour.
PlayStation was definitely an hour and 15 minutes.
I'm just talking about SSD and how SSD works. I'm gonna be honest.
That nigga broke down SSD into so many micros, dog. Oh my god.
I'm gonna be completely honest. No matter, I feel like unless you are actually like a person that like makes PCs for a living and has to know shit like that, you don't give a fuck how an SSD works. You know that bitch loads shit faster.
Basically,
that's all you needed to know. It loads shit faster. All right, we good. That's what I know. I need.
You could have put that shit on a t-shirt.
SSD load shit faster. That's all I need to know. Good. That's all I need.
Like,
all this other shit. Why? Why did I need to know the inner workings of an SSD?
Bitch, I could have Googled. Like,
Sony's conference was nothing but talking about SSD and why they can't do backwards compatibility, which was a whole load of bullshit.
yo, facts.
Y'all telling me Xbox One can go all the way back to the original Xbox, but y'all can't go to PS2? Suck my dick.
Your shit's supposed to be as strong as a PC, and my shit can have multiple emulants for every console that you have, but you can't do it. Alright, cap, nigga.
Hey, once again, suck my dick.
Hey, yo, that shit did have me tight, but they're like, yeah, we're gonna be able to play PS4 games. Bitch, I have my PS4 in working condition.
It's like, do y'all not realize y'all talking to a whole bunch of niggas that own PS4s? It's not like as soon as the PS5 come out, I just throw this bitch in the garbage. I spent $400 on this.
Like, I just heat this motherfucker out my window. Whoop, ain't gonna need you no more.
Like, no, I spent $400 on this bitch. It's gonna sit right here
I ain't gonna lie.
until it's not worth shit.
I ain't gonna hold you. That was probably like the most funniest thing though. Like SSD, we can only play. You can only play your PS4 games. Like as if I'm about to just get rid of mine immediately. Like
That nigga said SSD, only PS4 games. Alright, have a good night, nigga. What about the rest of the console? What it look like? Have a good night. Huh? Hey, start the truck. Hey, start the truck.
Facts. Then like what was like a couple weeks later they gave us a controller. Then we finally get the conference, and now we know what the damn thing looks like after.
Hey, still no price point because I'm telling you, they both too scared to release that price point. It's looking like we about to have to just stay on PC, my niggas.
Hey, yo.
They real scared. Both of them ain't trying to release how much them bitches gonna be.
Not in the slightest. They stand.
They're not trying to confirm because all we've seen is like the little leaks of it might be like 600-700, but like no confirmations. They ain't trying to let nobody know. It is a game of chicken.
PlayStation is already.
No, it's been leaked, but they haven't confirmed it. I'm sorry. Until it's confirmed, I can't believe it.
Yeah, valid.
I'm about to say there have been multiple times where something gets quote unquote leaked, and then you see the real shit, and it's not like that. Like the video that was going around on Twitter that leaked the new PlayStation 5 controller, the shit with the actual screen on it,
bro.
and then
That
and
would
then
cost you a rack.
even I was over there. Like I think all of us all agree like that shit ain't it.
Hell no.
Hey, if that was it, we spending at least $900 on this console.
I was saying, if that was it, the controller itself is $200.
Itself was $400.
The controller itself is like $100, $150, $200.
I swear to God.
Hey, Woo, you break that controller, you ain't playing your PS5.
Not at all. That'd be the most gentle you ever see motherfuckers with a controller in the history of gaming.
Hey, everybody who's a gamer at that point would have their floor laced with pillows.
I swear they'd be like, mother. Hold up, baby. And all you're gonna hear is this loud thud. What you do? Punch a hole in the wall. Ain't that your fifth one this week? Yeah.
Hey, fixing that hole is cheaper than getting a new controller.
Hey, yo, facts. Hey, yo, wall fix is like $50. New controller, $100. $50 difference. I'm gonna go ahead and take
I could bust 2 holes for the cost of 1 controller.
Facts. Hey, at some point I'll get together. At some point, this is not gonna be today.
We're gonna lose the food feeling in his fucking hand.
Yo, facts.
I've definitely done that before, hitting my desk too hard.
I had to stop myself. I had to stop myself from punching my damn desk. I forgot this motherfucker wood.
Mine is glass.
Yeah, see, I slapped my glass desk one time and that bitch rattled. I was like, yeah.
I don't know how many times I've hit this door in this room. This bitch ain't dented, nothing. I done tried to break this door and it won't fucking break.
You know what it's gonna take? You accidentally doing it.
Yo.
You gonna accidentally do it, and then it's finally gonna break.
He's gonna like you gonna
breaking it on the way the fuck out of here.
Hey, you gonna push it open by accident? Not even by accident. You gonna push it open just to get into your room and shit. Your hands gonna go through the door out of nowhere.
Hey, the only reason I'm even saying that one is because I remember I had the iPhone 5S for so long. I dropped it so many times. No screen cracks, no dents, no chips, no nothing. As soon as I got the 7 Plus, I dropped that 5S, cracks on the bottom of the screen, dog. It was like, at least you waited until I got a new phone to finally just say fuck it.
I slapped my door, not even hard as I possibly could, but just slapped it open on some bullshit. Keep this in mind, I punched this door, kicked this door, elbowed it with some type of force, that whole shit. The one time I just slap it on, just like this, how I do my desk. One of them joints, holding the door. I was so mad.
I was going to the bathroom. This happened today. I was going to the bathroom. I've slammed that door on accident multiple times. I didn't even slam it this time. I closed the door. And in my mom's office, it's right behind the bathroom. In the closet, the shelf, the rod that keeps all the clothes hung up, everything fell. I was just like, nigga.
Tell you, when some shit like that happened, dog, I went to sleep. As soon as that happened, I was going to sleep. I gave up.
Hey, it's like Even my mom couldn't even get mad at me because she's like, "Did you slam it?" Like, nah, I didn't even close the door that hard. So you can't even get mad. Like, I promise this ain't my fault. This is the work of the devil. I'm calling it. This is the work of the devil.
Tell you, dog. After that, dog, I just called it a day. I was going to sleep. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to chalk this dead to the game, dog. Just an L.
That's pretty much what you gotta do. If something happens and you know it was completely out of your control, you ain't even do nothing too much. Just gotta be like, you know what, today just really ain't fucking with me. I'll try again tomorrow.
Facts. It was raps. I was not going for it. But that's all I got on my show notes. Y'all got anything?
Rambo, do you want to do your little spiel on 2K?
Matter of fact, hold up. You said 30 seconds, right?
He gonna need more than 30 seconds.
Nah, I got it.
Nah, all right, hold on. I'm getting a timer right now. Stop watch. In 3, 2, 1, go.
2K. Dear 2K. You know what I'm saying? Mike Wang. I am a 7-foot lockdown. Yet I can't get steals, blocks, or dunk. If you don't add some form of realism to this fucked up game that you call a simulation basketball game, I swear to goodness I'm gonna let Wu kick all y'all asses. Because he can't even sprint as a fucking point guard. 2K, you fucking suck. I'm done. I'm good.
All right. You was about 6 seconds over, but not too bad, not too shabby.
Rodri's gonna need more than 30 seconds.
It was 36.53. It was not too bad, dude. Not too bad. Not too
It wasn't
bad.
too bad, but I still wasn't wrong.
All right. Well, that's all I got. Biggie, what's your close statement, my brother?
My rebuttal. I had a whole bunch of rebuttals for Rambo in the Twitter DMs, and you know we understand, and I understand. I think everybody understands that. Fucks with RTG. That we want big men to be big men, but the majority of the community does not want big men to be big men because remember I was telling you in the DMs there was a point in time in 2K where if you weren't 6'7" or above, you were not playing in the park. That's the whole. You remember that was the whole reason Chase stopped using short players on the park.
I told you verbatim. I told you a while ago when I was playing in 2K, I always made guards small forwards and I was trash. When I made my center in 2K17 going forward or whatever, I could not get a game.
Yeah, because no one is. I'm sorry. At this point, as much as I hate to say it, it still kind of reflects the NBA. Most point guards at this point getting tall as shit. Average height for a point guard was like 6'2", 6'3" at one point. Nigga, Michael Carter Williams came in the NBA and they ain't looked back. That nigga came in at 6'6", 6'7", some shit like that. Every point guard after that tall as shit. It's gotten to the point where it's like, yo, making a short player is not the move.
But I'm not arguing that. But all I'm saying is, if I have a point guard in the paint, that nigga is a $165, $175 at most. My character has 100 pounds on him, and probably at least 6 to 7 inches. Not to mention my fucking wingspan. Point guard should never be able to consistently stop me from turning around and dunking. I should not be turning around and bumping into him like he's a center and just losing the ball. A point guard should never be able to do that. A point guard should never be able to force the center to pick up the ball unless he strips him while he's being posted up and back down. This should never fucking happen. Should never. All I want is to be able to, when I have a mismatch, because you give the point guards the mismatch of if a big is on the point guard, man, that's fucking cookies, nigga. I'm about to cook your ass.
Oh, definitely right.
Not guarding.
I'm sorry, but there was a point in time where even that wasn't the case. I remember going against a center who was keeping up.
I'm talking about right now. The way that they have the game, a point guard can cook a center.
Absolutely.
But you do not let a center then cook the point guard in the fucking paint.
You want to know why? Because once again, I agree with everything you're saying. I'm pretty sure we all agree with everything you're saying. I wish 2K played like that. Really do. You'd be averaging 20 points per game if 2K worked like that. But once again, the majority of the community does not like centers.
Even though everybody wants a center on their team, which is the funny thing to me.
Everyone wants a center on their team, but everyone complains and says centers take no skill.
Which is
That's what I'm
ironic.
saying.
I want a center to be able to do that consistently on every build. No.
I understand completely what you're saying, but you also want. We're talking about this in the end. You also have to remember what community we're talking about here. The same community that is mainly point guards that complain that stretches could shoot over them. The same community that complained about big men in 2K16, inside big men in 2K16, being able to dunk everything. You know, the build that's supposed to be able to dunk everything. You also forget the same people for 2K17 contradicted themselves with how many times they complained about everything. They complained about, I told y'all, they complained about sharps, then they complained about shot crit, then they complained about playmakers, then they complained about lockdown. What the fuck do you want from the devs? So at this point, the devs is like, look, we're just gonna go with the majority. Whatever the majority don't like, that's what we're going with. Cause I'm tired of it. That's why you don't see as many patches as 2K17 no more. They got sick and tired of it. You ain't gonna blame me for always putting out a patch when you sit here and bitch about my fucking game.
Oh yeah,
Bitch.
This had to be least patched 2K ever, and it probably needed to be patched more. Because
Yeah, but it's to the point where I'm not even mad at the devs for that. As much as I want them to patch the game, I'm not mad at them for it. That's literally, this is like the one time, this is the one situation, on one thing where this happened twice. Because in 19, they didn't patch it nearly as much either as it probably needed to be. But I'm not mad at them for it because it's like, when they did patch it, every time someone complained, then they complained that you kept patching the game. The fuck do you want from me? If I don't patch it, I don't care about my community. If I do patch it, I'm doing too much and I'm ruining the game for everyone. Y'all just gonna be stuck with a fucked up game. But then they gonna complain about it. Point guards gonna complain about getting dunked on too much by centers.
Fuck.
what
So
the
they-
fuck did you say? Yo, I swear to God, I wish I could line up you little punk ass little people that think a center should not dunk on a point guard. I want to fucking fight all of you because I want you to sit in the fucking paint.
No,
with
here's the
Hassan
thing.
Whiteside.
It's not. No, here's
I
the
want you
thing.
to sit in the paint with Hassan Whiteside and tell me how Hassan Whiteside nuts taste, because that's what's gonna fucking happen to you every time that nigga turns around and dunks. That's what's supposed to happen, you short bitch. You're supposed to get dunked on because you're short and you can't fucking guard me.
But here's the thing though. This was my rebuttal. I'm not even. And once again, the whole concept of this is I agree with you, but I'm playing devil's advocate. It's not that they don't think that you should dunk on them. It's that they don't want to get dunked on. Because once again, that used to be the case. Point guards were out here getting bodied. Remember, even in 19, short point guards, if you weren't guarding a guard, you were getting baked. Small forwards, power forwards, and centers were baking guards.
Yeah.
And then the guards complained that because it shouldn't matter how small I am, if I know how to play defense, I should be able to guard whatever.
Cap.
That's crazy because I play defense and I don't get rewarded for it.
Because you're not a guard, you're not the majority, so they don't
Alright,
care what you
bullshit.
think.
Calling bullshit. And you want to know why I'm calling bullshit? Because it's not you. It's 2K. Because Woo and you can get deflections, but then tell me who gets the ball.
Oh no, that's just us. That's a completely different story. That's they don't like to reward people with skill. What we're on right now.
But that's what I'm saying. They want the guards cry about being able to play defense. They say that I should be able to play defense on anybody that does it. But you don't allow me to then complete it and get the steals, the blocks. When a bitch is dribbling into me, sorry.
Because Rambo, no, you don't understand. Because when they let everybody play defense, steals are overpowered.
Y'all bitches better learn how to dribble.
Hey, never forget, you're dribbling too much.
Oh yeah, I just got the ball, lost it. Should have been dribbling so much.
I'll never forget that.
I remember we made a joke about that. It's like, hey, Woo, you shouldn't have been dribbling so much.
Bro, I caught the ball, didn't take one dribble. I took one dribble when you do the catch animation. Got ripped. I was dribbling too much. All right, I had to hold that.
But yeah, it's literally the guards they literally make no sense.
Yeah,
that is the whole problem with 2K.
I play PG and I'm realistic. Well, then again, I'm an actual fucking hooper, so there's that.
About to say, once again, most of the niggas that are top tier in 2K that claim they know what's best for the game have never hooped. And if they have hooped, they was just shooting around with their friends. They didn't play they didn't play even Little League, dog.
Because big men should dominate. Here's the thing: big men should dominate guards in the paint, as well as guards should dominate big men on the perimeter. That's just how it works. You don't size
there's
up.
a reason why when the big men get switched on to the center, you're supposed to clear out.
Or when the big man gets switched on to the guard, yeah. Like,
yeah, guard. You're supposed to clear out.
Whenever a big man gets on me, there's a reason why you immediately go ahead and size him up real quick. Hey, clear out. I got it. I got it.
Mm-hmm. Immediately, I got it.
I'm not going to lie to you. When a big gets switched onto a point guard, like if a big gets switched on to Woo, I'm more confident that Woo can get that fucking stop and I can get down there and get the fucking rebound. Because that's how broken this game is. Because I'm more confident in my short-ass point guard to get a stop on a 7'3" fucking center than that 7'3" center to put his dick on his head.
Okay, ain't no meat on this side, but I see what you're saying.
I'm about to say, Woo, I don't think you've got dunked on by a center. Most of the time, it's just layups.
I don't let because I don't let my point guard.
It's usually layups, and usually I never get like the full dunk on contact animation unless I get a small forward. It's never been a center that I think about. It's always like a small forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like centers, we've been talking about this since the game came out. Centers are not allowed to dunk in this game.
Because I swear, like whenever we play the pick and roll, I'll literally switch on the big man, just bump him so he can't move, and then Rambo's able to switch back, and able to run back to mine.
Yeah, I don't let my point guard get. Nah, you have to fight me if you dunk on my point guard.
Yeah, like one time the dude broke my ankles, he didn't score for the rest of the fucking game. That was great. I know he hated his life after that. He got jumped by everybody.
I think
but all this just to say that 2K, as much as you want them to change something, unless the majority of the people that buy their game want that also to change, which is mainly guards, because we were talking about this. It's not that centers are overpowered. The reason why you don't see as many centers as guards is because almost every big name on YouTube is a guard. Ticino, Chris Smooth, fucking Shakedown, D-Man, Hank the Tank, what's his name? All the people that were a part of what was their name before? Witness Gaming. Everybody else, almost damn near everybody that was a part of Witness Gaming, all guards.
Ezo, all them dudes,
the biggest names in the 2K community are all guards, so everyone wants to be a guard. And since everybody wants to be a guard,
it's definitely more entertainment. Everybody wants to be fucking Steph Curry. But goddamn it, I want to be Hakeem Olajuwon, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Damn, where my love at?
I feel that.
You're the minority. They don't care about you. Message.
Clearly, I'm black. I've always been a minority.
Message.
Hey, message.
All right. Well, that's all I got on my show notes. This dragged on a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Make sure y'all listen to this podcast on available platforms on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you do listen to this on Apple Podcasts, make sure you rate this thing 5 stars. Brings in new listeners, and it gets us up an algorithm, which helps us out, which we do appreciate. We gonna holler at y'all later. Probably going to be streaming some more 2K along this week just for shits and giggles. Love
Even
y'all.
though the game trash and we know it.
Everybody's links and whatnot will be in the description box of the YouTube video below. And we're going to holler at y'all in the next one. We out. Peace.